Welcome to Morning Joan, the only podcast where we dish out the latest in entertainment news and serve it up with a side of sass. I'm your host, Joan, and we're so glad you're joining us today. We've got a juicy story to kick off our show straight from the world of Hollywood satire. The team behind the hit HBO Max series Hacks is spilling all the tea on their latest season, and we've got the scoop. For those who may not be familiar, Hacks is a comedy drama that follows the story of Deborah Vance, a legendary comedian played by Joan, and her complicated relationship with her young writer, Ava Daniels, played by Hannah Einbinder. In a recent interview, the show's creators, Lucia Aniello, Paul W. Downs, and Jen Statsky, opened up about their master plan for the series, which they've always envisioned as a 5-season show. And guess what? Season 5 is officially happening. But here's the thing. The team is taking a flexible approach to storytelling, allowing the narrative to unfold naturally, rather than forcing it into a predetermined number of episodes. We love that the executives at HBO Max are giving them the creative freedom to tell the story as they see fit. As Paul W. Downs put it, we've been allowed to do the amount of episodes every season that the story demands. And, let's be real, who doesn't love a good story that's allowed to breathe and unfold at its own pace? The creators also touched on the dynamic between Deborah and Ava, which is shifting in interesting ways as they navigate their relationship in the latest season. We can't wait to see how it all plays out. And, of course, we have to ask, what's the deal with the HBO Max name change? The team seems pretty chill about it, but we're curious to know what you think. Should they stick with the original name or embrace the change? We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darling. I hope you're all feeling bright-eyed and bushy-tailed after that short break. Now let's dive into the world of entertainment, shall we? Today, we've got the scoop on the latest installment in the Karate Kid franchise, Karate Kid Legends. Can you believe it's been almost 40 years since Daniel LaRusso first waxed on and waxed off his way into our hearts? And now we've got a new generation of karate enthusiasts to root for. The film follows Li Fong, a kung fu prodigy, who finds himself in the midst of a martial arts showdown in New York City. But here's the thing, folks. If you want to catch Karate Kid Legends right now, you'll have to head on over to your local theater. That's right. It's currently only available on the big screen. But don't worry, we've got the inside scoop on when it'll be making its way to digital streaming. According to our sources, Sony Pictures Entertainment typically has a 1-month to 6-week window between the time their films open in theaters and arrive on premium video on demand. So, if Karate Kid Legends follows this pattern, we can expect it to debut on PVOD anytime between July 1 and July 15. And which streaming service will get its hands on Karate Kid Legends first? Well, darlings, it looks like Netflix has got the deal. Typically, it takes 3 to 4 months from the time a Sony film opens in theaters to the time it arrives on Netflix. So, if we do the math, that means we can expect Karate Kid Legends to land on Netflix sometime between August and September. Now, I know what you're thinking, Joan, why should I care about the streaming schedule? Well, my friends, let me tell you, in today's world of instant gratification, it's all about getting that content when and where we want it. And if you're a fan of the Karate Kid franchise, you'll want to stay ahead of the game. So, there you have it, the latest on Karate Kid Legends. Stay tuned for more updates and don't forget to. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darlings. I hope you're all having a fantastic day so far. We've got a thrilling story to dive into for our closing segment, and it's all about the making of the psychological thriller Bring Her Back. You guys know I love a good behind-the-scenes scoop, and this one does not disappoint. The film's directors, Danny and Michael Filippo, sat down to chat about their experiences working with the incredible Sally Hawkins, and let me tell you, it's a fascinating conversation. Apparently, Sally fully immersed herself in her character, which is no surprise given her talent and dedication to her craft. What's really interesting, though, is how the directors drew inspiration from a wide range of classic movies, including Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. And, wait for it, the 1997 comedy Mouse Hunt. Yes, you read that right, Mouse Hunt. Who knew that a slapstick comedy about two brothers trying to catch a mouse could influence a psychological thriller? The Philippou brothers also talked about their dream of working with powerful character actors and potentially remaking a classic film. However, they expressed some reservations about taking on a remake, fearing they might not do the original justice. I completely understand where they're coming from. It's always a risk when reimagining a beloved classic. What I love about this story is the passion and creativity that went into making Bring Her Back. The director's enthusiasm is infectious, and I'm definitely adding this film to my must-see list. And that's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay fabulous.